Good morning, pilgrims. I decided I would remake my packing video since yesterday I was in such a hurry, and I'll try to make it a little more logical this time around. And it may be a little longer too because I'm going to go slower. So this year, I'm traveling alone. I'm not taking a group with me. I'm walking the entire Camino from Saint Jean Pied de Port to Santiago, and I'm carrying my pack. I'll be staying part of the time in private lodgings, especially in the big cities where I'm taking rest days. But the rest of the time I will be in albergues, either municipals, parochials, or sometimes privates. And I've booked a lot of them along the way because I'm 73 and I don't want to have to worry about where I'm going to sleep. I did find it was pretty busy. I'll be walking the months of September and October. Anyway, so let's get started on this because this could be a long video. My pack that I'm carrying this year, I've got two packs. I've got a 28 liter and a 32. Because I'll be gone for 2 months, I'm taking the 32. This is an Arc'teryx Breeze pack. I love it because it opens to the back, to my neck. And so when I'm in places like Madrid or Barcelona or any place where I'm on the metro and worried about pickpockets, people would literally have to get right between that and my neck to get to anything in my pack. I love this pack. I love a top loader also. I think it's easier to carry, and I think it's easier to find things in because of the way I pack. It does have one zipper on the outside here. Usually I don't put much in there. Maybe my Altus poncho, which hasn't arrived yet, and it weighs, by the way, about 1.1 pounds. So this year my pack weighs 11 pounds exactly. It's kind of funny. With the Altus, it'll weigh right about 12.1. So I just put paper in here, or maybe my Altus, things that I need to get to quickly. So that's my pack. I have a hand sanitizer on the outside of it, and this little tiny light in case I need to find something in the dark in my pack. I don't have to put my headlamp on. Okay. Here is the stuff that I'm putting in my pack. You can see it all laid out. I'll pick each thing up and show you as I go. This is my sleeping bag. This is a very lightweight, and I could compress it, but I don't want to. It's a down bag, and years ago, I cut the hood and the zipper out of it. So it's very lightweight, it's very warm, and this stuff's right into the bottom of my pack. It's the first thing I always put in, and I love it. In the very top of my pack, because I'm carrying on my pack, I never check my pack. I've had clients check their pack, they don't arrive. One fellow had to buy everything else for his Camino and didn't even get his pack till he got back home in Portland. I never check my pack, I carry it on. So with carrying on my pack, there are things that I need to get to. And one of the things is this. This is my little sleep thing. I love to sleep on the airplane when it's doing the overseas flight. This has a sleep mask in it. It has Heroes, which are my favorite earplugs. And they're just little foam earplugs that smush up really small. And I love them because I can stuff them into my ears and I don't hear anything. I have really sharp hearing. I have multiple chemical sensitivities, and what that does is it triggers the fight or flight response. So light, sound, smells, all are really harmful to me when I'm triggered. So I need something that really takes the noise out. I always carry some Advil PM, mostly for on the plane, so I can sleep on that stretch going over. I always book my flight to arrive in Madrid early in the morning. That way I have choices. I almost always then take a bus to Pamplona and spend a couple of days there to rest, and then take the bus or a taxi to Saint Jean Pied de Port. But this year I think I'm taking the train just for something different. I arrive at 8:30 in the morning, so I've got all day to get there. I also carry this. This is kind of a knockoff of Tiger Balm. I get it in Pamplona. It smells strong like Tiger Balm. And the reason I carry it is because if someone has perfume on in the plane or in an albergue, I can put this under my nose or on my sleep mask to help. I beg you, if you are going to stay in albergues and not in privates, please don't take perfume or cologne. Please, and please don't cover yourself in it. It can really be harmful to people who have allergies or are chemically sensitive, and there's just no reason for it. You're trekking, you're hiking. You don't need to smell beautiful. We all stink. So a shower is good enough. Please don't take perfume or cologne. Save yourself some weight too. So that's my little sleep container that I put in the top of my sleeping or of my backpack so I can carry it with me. The other thing I'll put in the top is my little cord so I can charge my phone on the plane if I need to or in the airport. I have this little bag that has electronics. You do not need a converter in Spain for your iPhone. You need an adapter because the plug is different. The plug has two little prongs like this. You plug your whatever you're plugging in into this, and then this into the wall. You can pick these up all over the Camino. They're not hard to find. So I always carry one of these, and this year I'm carrying this because I'm staying in albergues, and what this is it's a fast charger because people in the albergues need to share the plug-ins often. And by the way, if you're charging your phone, stay with it. Don't let it get taken. And this will fast charge it. So I'm taking this. It's a little heavy and I may dump it after a while. We'll see how it goes. Headlamp. I have this little headlamp. I love it. I got it at REI. It's got a little string. It's kind of a wire string. It has all different lights. But the one that's best for the albergue is the red light. You can't see it on the video, but anyway, be careful and don't shine your light in people's eyes. It's really annoying as hell when you're trying to sleep. Get your pack ready the night before or take it out into the kitchen or outside to pack it up. Don't wake everybody up if you're someone who leaves before daylight. The other thing I'm carrying is a little thing of doggy bags. In 20 years, I've never pooped on the trail, but just in case, I'll probably not take this whole roll. I'll carry 2 or 3 of these. So that's in this bag, which could lighten up if I take some of the doggy bags out. Okay, next, in the top of my backpack, I carry this. This has 2 N95 masks in it. One for on the plane, because if someone's coughing and hacking, I don't want to get sick people on my Camino. One for in the albergues. Same reason, that goes inside. This weighs almost nothing. And you don't even need the package. I just put it in there for the heck of it. Okay, now, what goes on the outside of my pack after I get there is a Kula cloth. Please, ladies, either take a Kula cloth or take doggy bags to put your toilet paper in. You can buy these, and I always carry these in the pocket of my Maccabee skirt because a lot of times you'll go into a bar or restaurant and there won't be toilet paper. And sometimes in albergues there won't be toilet paper. You can pick up packets of these, like 12 in a package or 24 in a package for 2 or 3 euros and share it amongst a bunch of pilgrims. But I always carry these with me just in case. The Kula cloth, by the way, I know it's made by a woman, made company, blah, 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 but they're very expensive and you can get knockoffs either at REI or on Amazon. And my feeling is if it's a woman owned company, she should make things affordable. These are really overpriced in my opinion, but they're nice because they are antibacterial and you use them to wipe your pee, and then when you get to your lodging, you just wash them, hang them up, and they dry really fast. So that's that. So also in the very top of my backpack, I carry lamb's wool. This literally doesn't weigh anything. And this is for blisters. If you start getting a hot spot, you put the lamb's wool between the hot spot and your shoe, and it keeps it from rubbing. I have this because I do needle felting, but you can buy lamb's wool on Amazon. This is my towel. I have a whole video on this towel. It's made by Aquarius. It's large. And this is the one thing and it's really large. I'll show you. It covers me. So it doesn't weigh a lot. It's fairly lightweight and it dries really fast. It's the one pleasure that I take for myself because if I'm staying in albergues, I really want a nice towel that'll dry me off. I don't know. It makes me feel happier. As far as what I take for showering, I have this little bag. I put my name on it and my phone number. I have a clip so I can hang it up in the shower. What's in here? I've got some Q-tips because I don't like wet ears. I've got a travel toothbrush and toothpaste. You know, I had a double mastectomy, and I don't know why, but for some weird reason since that, my armpits don't stink. I never wear deodorant, but maybe when I'm walking 20 kilometers a day it will. So I put some deodorant in this little container, and I'm carrying that. I've got some little eye wipes with tea tree oil because sometimes my eyes bother me. And what else is in here? Oh, I've got this little folding brush comb that I probably won't even use. When I'm on the Camino, I just don't worry about my hair much. I've got a few of these panty liners. They're really thin and really lightweight. Please don't leave them along the Camino. But they're good if you're going to be walking for a couple of days and you won't be able to wash your underwear. You can use these in the crotch of your panties, ladies, and it'll keep things a little more sanitary and nice. This is my soap box, and I love it. I love this thing. You can put, it's first of all, it's soft. You put your soap in here and it breathes, and so your soap will dry out so your soap doesn't get all mushy. And then I like these little scrubby washcloths. Uh-oh, someone sent me a text. Oh, well. I get these on Amazon. I love them. They're scrubby, and so I can scrub myself in the shower, and my soap goes in here. My soap, I use it for washing my hair. I use it for washing my body, and if I need to, I use it for washing my clothes. Dr. Bronner's is a good brand. A lot of people use it. I don't. I have someone who makes soap for me because of my chemical sensitivities, but 1 bar of soap is all you need. This bar is really too big. I may even cut this in half before I go. You can buy soap all along the Camino too. Here's my first aid kit. It's not very big. I'll tell you what's in it. Let me move this stuff out of the way. I hope I'm not going too fast again. You know, anywhere you are on the Camino, every village has to have a pharmacy that's open within a few miles. So first aid items are not an issue. You can get them all along the Camino. So I don't carry a lot of first aid. I carry a couple of Band-Aids just in case. I carry Compeed. People either love Compeed or hate it. I've got a blog on it, and I think I may have done a video on it. Compeed is something that you put on your foot, hopefully before you get a blister, but if you get a blister, you can put it on. They come in different sizes for different parts of your foot. These are like for little toes. These are for your heels. They're padded, and so they protect your foot. They also draw the moisture out of a blister. The thing about Compeed is, number one, they will ruin your socks. It's difficult to get the glue off your socks, so if you care, you're not going to like them. But you never peel them off. Never, ever, ever peel them off. They'll take the skin off with them. You let them fall off on their own. They're made to help your foot heal, and then they fall off. So just remember that. I take a little needle that I put in this Compeed pack. I have a little packet of antiseptic wipe and a little bee sting wipe, and that's it. That's all. I take some eye drops just in case I get something in my eye. I love this. I found this at like a Goodwill shop. In here I put about 9 Gaviscon in case my stomach gets upset. Put about 9 ibuprofen. Both of these things you can get at any pharmacy in Spain, so you don't have to take them. And then I take some muscle relaxers. I think they're Flexeril, just in case I need them in the middle of the night. That's very lightweight. The only other thing I take, and the reason I take it is because these are hard to find. Flumucil Complex. I don't know why these work, but they do. You can get the same mixture of drugs in the United States, but it does not work. There's something magical about these. These are a little tablet like Alka-Seltzer. You drop it in water and drink it. And if I have the flu, this will make me feel well enough to walk. And I carry a few of them with me because you may or may not find them in the Farmacia. On the way home in Santiago or anywhere I find them, I stock up. I usually come home with 4 or 5 boxes of these because they're so good. Also made by Flumasil are these little packets. I had valley fever when I was a kid, so my lungs are really tender. Um, this is the same, a kind of drug that'll break up the phlegm in your lungs so you can cough it up. It's a powder. You put it in the water, stir it up, and drink it. And then within 30 minutes to an hour, you're coughing all that crap up. So I love both of these medicines, and I take them with me. That's all that's in my little first aid kit. And so let's see, what's the other thing? Okay, and I have a little laundry bag. And in my laundry bag, I take, these are sheets. They're laundry detergent sheets. They're very thin and very lightweight. And actually you can cut them in half and use them. I take these because if I do, I almost always just hand wash my laundry. But if I do laundry in a machine, the soap that they give you is really highly scented. And if you pay for a machine, you'll also get soap. But that scented soap makes me sick as hell. So I carry these in case. Usually I hand wash using the soap that I carry. And I've got this clothesline. I love this clothesline. I got this on Rick Steves many years ago. It's got little Velcro things. So what I like to do with it is hang it across my bunk. Then I can hang my clothes there and watch them so they don't walk off. Also, it gives me a little privacy. And you don't need clothespins with this because you can pull your clothes through these little braided loops. And so I always take this. It's kind of heavy, but I love this thing. And then for clothespins, in case I'm going to hang things outside, I don't take clothespins. I take large safety pins. I only take about 10 of them. This little container is probably overkill, and I'll probably end up putting them in something smaller. But this is what I take. If you use safety pins, number one, they won't fly off during a wind. They won't fly off the clothesline. Number two, it's a little harder for someone to take them off. And sad but true, clothing, especially towels or expensive clothing, does get stolen off the line on the Camino. People say, oh, it never happened to me. Well, that's great. And I'm glad it never happened to you, but it's happened to me and it's happened to other people. No, it's not common, but it does happen. And a little bit of prevention to me is worth it. Okay, and now we're down to clothing. And here's what I take as far as clothing goes. Socks and underwear. So I recently discovered these. They're on Amazon. Let me show you, see if I can get a better picture. I love these because there's no elastic leg, so they don't bind you. They're cotton, they dry fast, and they've got on both sides a little lightweight zipper with a pocket that's big enough for your passport, your credit card, your cash. So at night, or even walking, you can sleep in these and not worry about your stuff. Now, before I paid for these, I got these on Amazon, and I send a lot of stuff back to Amazon. But I ordered 3 pair. One pair is blue, and that pair I'll wear at night sleeping, and I can wear it for a week probably before I have to wash it. These are the ones I'll walk in. And so I tried these out. I wore it all day, and they were really comfortable, and they weighed less than the underwear that I usually take. So I'm taking 2 pair of these plus another pair for nights. On the plane, I'll just wear a pair of underwear that I can get rid of when I get to Madrid. Anyway, these are pretty cool. I'm really happy with them. I don't know that I would put things in them during the day walking. They may be uncomfortable, like if you're sitting, like your passport might get caught on your leg. But I don't know, you can try it. You might like it. Okay, and then for socks, I wear 1 pair and I carry 2 pair. These are wool socks I got at REI. I got new ones this year. They're kind of padded around the heel, which is nice. The brand, I didn't even pay much attention to the brand. They're called Balega Hidden Comfort. They're nice and padded. And then I carry 2 pair of silk liners. Sometimes I wear the silk liners and sometimes I don't. If I'm walking on a lot of pavement and I feel like I might get blisters, then I usually wear the silk liners. If it's hot and I don't really want to wear the silk liners, I don't have to. but they don't weigh much. So I, on the plane, I don't wear silk liners. I'll just wear a pair of wool socks. So I have 2 pair of socks, 2 pair of liners, 2 pair of underwear that I carry in here. Next are the clothes that I'm taking. So what I'll be wearing on the Camino, I had to take a little break and go grab my skirt. What I'll be wearing on the Camino is a smart wool t-shirt every day. I love smart wool because it's both warm and cool. And I'll be wearing my Maccabee skirt. So let me show you this. Maccabee skirt. I love my Maccabee skirt. I will wear this literally every day on the Camino. You can wash it and it'll dry out in an hour. It's really comfortable. I have a whole video on it. If you don't know what it is, watch the video. And then what I do in all my travel skirts is I sew this money belt into my skirt. So if I'm wearing it, where's the front? If I'm wearing it and I need to get to something, I can just pull this out. And there it is, okay? Watch the video on the Maccabee skirt. They're ugly, they're not fashionable, but they're awesome. And literally, I'll wear this every day on the Camino. They never stink. If you get in the mud, you can just shake it right off as soon as it dries. They're great. On the plane, I'll wear my puffy jacket. Doesn't weigh much, and it also will go in my pack when I'm not wearing it. And, oh, I wanted to show you my water bottle. This is kind of heavy, so I'm not sure if I'll keep it, but right now I'm thinking I will. I got this on Amazon. It's BPA free. I like it because you can open it up to clean it and to put ice in it if you want. I never carry a bladder on the Camino Frances because there are really good springs all the way along, all the way across. So every village I just fill up water. I'm not a huge water drinker. One of these will last me a whole stage easy. I drink water before I go and water when I get back, but not water usually not water when I'm walking unless it's super duper hot. Okay, and the last thing, as far as clothing goes, I'll show you what I'm taking this year. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. Wrong one. That was my cold gear. I like these packing cubes too. These are made by Eagle Creek, and I can't find them anymore, so I'm glad I have them. Okay, I'm taking 1 extra short sleeve smart wool shirt. I'm taking one long sleeved sun shirt. It's really lightweight to wear if it's really sunny and hot because I don't want to get sunburned. And I'm taking these are like featherweight pair of shorts for either at the albergue or for walking. I'll decide then. I'm taking a pair of these really, these are fun. These are like genie pants. They're really lightweight, polyester, comfortable for wearing at the albergue after I walk. And I'm taking a sleeveless shirt, which is also super lightweight for wearing after I walk. And I could wear these on the Camino also if I wanted to, but probably won't because I like wearing the Maccabee, so everything's at my fingertips. Okay, then cold weather gear. I've got a pair of, these are really lightweight rain pants. And they're also good if I get cold because they all block the wind. Those are in my cold weather bag. I have a little beanie, a fleece beanie that I wear if I get cold. Covers my ears. These are Hygiene leggings. They are wool, merino wool, and they are a little heavy, but I like them because if I get cold at night, I can put them on. Even in September when it's hot. In fact, one year in June in Santo Domingo del Calzada, I stayed in an albergue run by the nuns, and I about froze to death in that stone building with no heat. So these came in handy. I take a buff, and this is a wool buff, but you can buy buffs along the Camino. If you don't know what it is, just do a Google search on buff. It's a tube of fabric. You can wear it to keep your neck warm. You can put it up over your face. You can use it as a headband. It's got a ton of different uses. They're really handy and lightweight. I've got a long sleeved smart wool shirt to keep warm. I've got my little sun hat. It doesn't weigh anything. I got it at REI. I decorated the top of it because I do stuff like that. And I put my name on everything. And then my favorite of all, when it's cold, this is a cashmere sweater. I get it at Goodwill. Cheap. Look in the men's section. You can find them on eBay. You can buy them new now, but I'm not sure how good they are. The old ones are really good. Look on eBay or in Goodwill. I get a men's extra large because I will wash it carefully in cold water and then dry it carefully while I'm watching the dryer and take it out every few minutes because it will shrink. One year I got all the way to Santiago and I stayed in a little private room with a lady that I met in a bar, little grandma, and went out to visit Santiago and came back one day and she had done my laundry for me. And my shirt, which started out this big, my sweater which started out this big, ended up the size that would fit a 9-month-old. I mean, it really shrunk. And she was so embarrassed, but I didn't care because I just picked it up at a charity shop. So that's my cold gear. What else am I carrying? This year I'm taking some electrolyte drops in case I get cramps. I'm taking this small tube of Voltaren, which you can pick up in Spain, but I'm taking this one because it's almost gone and I never use a lot and the big tubes are heavy. And this year I found these chums. I watched a video online that somebody else did and they talked about this and I really like it. I've been carrying a little leather purse like this that I like. But I like this one better because you can put your ID here, so it's great for when you're getting on the airplane. In here, there's plenty of room for credit cards here and a separate little pocket for cash for your paper money. And then you turn it over, and there's another pocket where you can put coins, which is great because, as you know, if you've traveled in Europe, euros are often coins. So I really like this little chums bag, and I'm taking it. I'm taking an extra pair of glasses. I wear reading glasses, and I know I can probably pick them up on the road, but I just don't want to take a chance. If you wear prescription glasses, I highly recommend you take an extra pair with you because even though, yes, you can get prescriptions in Spain, you can't get them that fast. So I had a lady who lost hers up on Roncesvalles over the pass and couldn't get them replaced and ended up wearing her prescription sunglasses the whole Camino. So take an extra pair of glasses. The last thing I'll talk to you about is this. If you're in the United States, this is Sawyer's permethrin spray, and you can get it on Amazon. This thing has lasted me for years, and it's still more than half full. I spray the hell out of the outside of my sleeping bag, and I spray the outside of my backpack, and I spray my shoes. I hang them up outside, I get them really wet and let them dry. It's made from chrysanthemums, and so it's not really dangerous for humans once it's dry. I wouldn't spray the inside of anything I'm wearing. I'm chemically sensitive. It doesn't bother me at all. There's no scent at all. And, so far so good. No bed bugs, but people will say, oh, it doesn't kill them, but so far it has worked. There are going to be bed bugs all along the Camino. There always are, and it's just a crapshoot whether or not you run into them. You can watch my video and my blog on bed bugs to see what you can do about it, but I always spray everything with permethrin. So I guess that's it. The only thing that I haven't shown you is my Altus poncho because it hasn't shown up yet. It's coming in next week. It weighs a pound. That'll put my backpack weight to just right at 12.1 pounds, which is pretty darn good. I'm happy with that. And I guess that's all. If you have any questions, drop them here and have a buen camino.